Alright. Hello everyone. I hope you can hear me quite well. I bought a new headset, so it would be nice if you can just give me a little sign in the chat if you hear me right now. Probably there's a small delay, so I'll wait a bit. Yeah. Pokemon Null, I guess. We are here at the gates. Maybe as a first word to say, there were significant changes in between patches. Like the newest patch in Pokemon Null is Pokemon 1.2. So in Pokemon 1.2 there were several buffs, nerfs, fights got harder, overall the game got harder for full transparency. So what you are about to see is an E4 which does not exist in this current form, I guess. There were like slight tweaks here and there for the E4 format, but also the game overall got harder, so you should expect that if someone reaches the E4 on the patch 1.2, they will have a little bit less resources than I had, just so you know. However, I kinda don't want to patch while I'm in a run, and when 1.2 dropped I was in TNL split, in TNL gym I think, and it's kind of weird to patch then, because it kind of screws up how the run should be evaluated from the outside perspective. So I've decided for myself that I want to stay off Pokemon now patch 1.0 and just want to finish this game. Jameis said no, so I'm pretty sure everyone can hear me clearly. Thanks, Jameis. I know you're a real trooper. All right. First things first. Let's yap a little bit. I can promise you it won't be 50 minutes long or something like that, or like some other people who love to squeeze the E4 introduction, which is longer than the E4 itself. Just want to yap about maybe about the poster I made. Some of you might have seen it. I posted a small poster in several discords in the Pokemon Nuzlocke sphere, which has pretty much revealed my whole team for the C4. The problem is, though, there was like one mon missing, and some immediately asked me, hey, what's the sixth mon? Like, why did you reveal 5 mon but not the last one? This is kind of weird, isn't it? And I want to show you a little bit of my perspective, because when you are one of the first to reach a hard game in the E4, and if you are able to win it, you really have to emphasize on the fact that you can impact the meta a little bit. Whether it's good or bad, it's like a completely different question, but you could impact the meta at least a little bit, especially for people who are new to this game and love to watch on YouTube, for example, some small gameplay and stuff like that, if you want to see if this game fits for them. So what's the actual, maybe worst mon I could have bring for this E4 to permanently leave a little bit of me, I guess, on the meta of this game? This is the question I asked myself. Because I really wanted to bring my favorite mon, which is Hisuian Lilligant. And it's not going to be Heatmore, no. But I couldn't bring Hisuian Lilligant because just the single mons were, like the single fights I got the singles fights of Sydney and Drake. These are way too hard for Lilligant. Because of the damage potential, I just died to crits everywhere. I couldn't justify bringing it. Even though I really wanted to, I didn't even have a bad one, but I couldn't make it work. But there's like another grass fighting type I could bring, which can maybe fulfill its role a little bit better. One which, in fact, everyone can get 100% of the time. Maybe one from the back. I don't know if Zumbi is watching, because I know Zumbi in the Nuzlocke sphere is like the biggest Chestnut blazer ever. Hopefully you see this. And you're gonna enjoy this, because we are going to bring Chestnut in this E4. And no, we are not going to stall every single E4 member for like 30 minutes. We're not going to do that. However, with the formats I got, Chestnut was a pretty good fit for the holes I had to fill. And maybe I could influence myself in running more people Chestnut, because not many people are running it right now. I'm not sure if it's the best or the worst starter, because I don't have any comparison. I think it's a good mon though, so why the hell not, right? Right. So let's talk a little bit about the team and show you a little bit. I had 25 scales available, and I don't want to show you a 10-minute stream of me just double checking if I put like the right scale on everyone. This is like not really great content for me, not really great content for you. No one's will ever going to see that. So I'm gonna show you the current sets of the mons right now and how many scales I was necessary to pump into them, I guess. So here's my not GMO starter Chestnut, which kind of bit me in the ass because I had to scale defense on this guy. Here I had like 8 defense. You can choose the nature of the mon in Pokemon Null as a starter, so it was always Impish to me. Was just the first guy I got. And this was like 2 scales into the defense. And believe it or not, I used my defog TM on the, I think, 3rd last fight of Victory Road just to realize, shit, I need defog on Chestnut. And this is a scale move. So, yeah, -1 scale, I guess, again here. That's kind of what happened here. Still going to work, though, hopefully. Then we have our Gengar, which is really, really necessary for rival doubles. He has a modest nature. He didn't have a modest nature to begin with. He had plus speed minus special attack, and I really needed damage output from him. So, it is what it is. Like 3 scales into modest and 2 scales into the special attack. Yep. And, well, kind of an interesting set, but we'll get there when we're in the fight. Then we have Cinderace. Naughty, naturally. And I only had to scale the attack, which wasn't even that bad to begin with. But I scaled attack for the last back-to-back in the Victory Road. And I realized, or like at the point, I was confident that Cinderace might be like a very, very likely candidate to bring. So I was like, anyway, we can just pump like a scale in there. So why not? And yeah, this is pretty much basically it. I had to scale HP for one very specific reason. I will tell later in the E4 while I'm doing it. But this guy basically got 2 scales from the 25 I had with a pretty standard moveset, I'd say. Then we have Garchomp. Really, really good dragon. It's funny because I talked with Terra before the release of the game a lot. Terra was kind enough to show me 2 or 3 fights, I'd say, before Null was released. And like one of the conclusions I told Terra was like, I really want to have Garchomp. This guy seems not that bad in this game overall, because I saw a few fights with Magma Hideout where there were like focus bands and stuff. I saw my fight, like the trainer Rydias in this game. This trainer has a Blaziken. Blaziken is kind of scary in Sun, so Garchomp seemed like a good fit there. And I scaled the attack to 31, and I changed the nature to Rash, which you can see there. Do like a pretty, for now, normal moveset, I'd say. Nothing too spectacular there, but this will change a lot while we're playing. Then we have probably the best one in my mocks. This is Tapu Fini. This is an encounter you can get in Lily Cove. And I'm gonna be real, guys. Water fairies in general seemed really, really good in this game, and I think you probably should try to route for them. Because they solve a lot of problem mons like Palkia, Latias Mega, Latios, etc, etc. Because not many mons can really damage this mon, especially. Before I reached the E4, it already got like a serious mint. I scaled speed and I gave it flip turn. And now I gave it also like special defense, because I have Sydney singles. If you know anything about Sydney singles, you should know probably why I had to scale special defense. If not, you will see in like 10 minutes. And with a pretty normal moveset, I'd say. Maybe the one outlier is Play Rough, which I just taught like last minute. Why, you will see later. And last but not least, Sharpedo. This is not a Fish's Vent Sharpedo. I just leveled it normally, and Fish's Vent wasn't available for Sharpedo. I think it was available for Kavana. Already a TNL growth for me. Before it got an attack scale for me. Otherwise, these were the natural stats of him. And the problem right here is like, I needed to invest in an item for Shapido, and this was a second focus sash. So even though I didn't scale anything, imagine that this guy just ate 8 scales. And the result is in my bag. Yep, this is what rival doubles did to me, which is like a fun fight. Otherwise, I think like pretty normal movesets. All of these movesets will change a little bit while we are playing. Hopefully I don't wipe immediately, this would be nice. And yeah, this is basically my team. This is a Virtue Shark, definitely Pure Gift, yeah. So, this is my team. Small pre-damages here and there to bait immediately for like the good stuff on Sydney. And I think without further ado, we can go ahead just to show you what I meant. There is the possibility to buy some items. So normally you get 1 focus sash in this game, I have 2. And you can see, just to show it a little bit, here's like a little shop. I had like a little bit of a, well, I had lots of choices. Like you can buy gems for 4 scales, eject items, choice items, although these are like really expensive. Or like several of these items, although all of these are like quite pretty expensive, I'd say. Funnily enough, I will go with choice scarf. It's already should have my Cinderace. I won't really use the scarf that much at all. It was like more of a problem not being able to like outspeed, because the C4 was kind of slow, I feel like, in comparison to other games. Just from the speed stat. It's more a problem of how the fuck do I switch stuff in, especially in the singles fight. Alright. Let's make one last check. And then I will probably lock in. This should be Kedia Berry with Synthesis Drain Punch for Steefork. Clear Amulet, because this has to do with Grimmsnarl. Choice Scarf, pre-damaged. Softened, pre-damaged. Assault Vest. Life. Alright. I also say straight up, I know of multiple sources of risk. Some of them are, I think, deservedly be called fiction. Some are not. I will talk a little bit when I encounter these risks. Maybe I'll yap about them, maybe I'm not. Let's see. I hope that I don't have to show too much of like emergency lines. I baked some of them here and there. But yeah, this is my team. This is not Badge Not, this is a very skillful mon, Bazo. And no, I'm not settling the jump. Why am I reading YouTube chat? That was like a big mistake. Yeah, but however, I think we are ready to go. Let's do this. Okay, thank God, here's the normal music. This is better. I like the Battlefront music, but this hits a little bit harder. It's like the Victory Road music. You're always associated with pain. Especially this Victory Road was pretty crazy. So I think it fits like the vibe pretty well. Alright. I can tell that like as far as I know and as far as I was able to calc it, because we don't have an AI dog and I don't know about chances and stuff, Sydney should be the most risky one. So I really hope I don't wipe immediately. This would be a little bit embarrassing. So let's hope that this doesn't happen. So let's go. Welcome, Challenger. I'm Sydney of the Elite 4. With full mastery of dark types, I will extinguish your light. Okay, this is from Terra Edit. This is like not normally in vanilla. You won't even get to see the remaining members of the Elite 4. I mean, if you log in, you can do it. I like the look you're giving me. And this is vanilla. Okay. Let's go. The fight formats are singles, doubles, doubles, singles. So Sydney's singles is first. And we have a battle of ideologies, I guess. Greninja, one of the most beloved starters in this community, against, well, Chestnut, which not many people like. Technically, this Greninja can already wipe me, but let's hope that this doesn't happen. This Greninja will Mega Evolve, it has the Sniper ability, it has 352 speed after Mega Evolution, so you're really incentivized to kill this immediately, because it also has hazards. So you really normally should put a scarf on your mon, just get rid of this mon and go from there. However, the lines afterwards were pretty awful for me, so I couldn't really do that, so I brought in Chestnut. Chestnut can try to defuse this Greninja as much as he can. I'm gonna bulldoze here. I'm pretty much expecting a hazard here. This Greninja has Muddy Water or Night Days. Both are resisted, but both can grab my accuracy. And Toxic Spikes and Spikes. I really prefer Spikes seeing turn 1 here, because I expect that, like in 1-in-1, Toxic Spikes has naturally a little bit more of the score ceiling. So Toxic Spikes turn 2 should be a little bit more incentivized than Spikes turn 2, which I really like. I go for the defog here immediately, because I am up if, like, for example, Night Days will drop my accuracy here, which can happen. I don't have a clear amulet or something like that. And as soon as I defog, Greninja has like more reasons, I guess, to Toxic Spike or Spike again. Because now it has 2 moves which are like incentivized. So I bulldoze here again. Spikes again. And I slowly wither it down. Right, this is -2. I'm still not fast enough. But I can defog here immediately. And this is exactly what I really wanted to have, a turn where it basically wastes 2 turns for 1 defog. Because now I get rid of all of its progress and it maybe starts again. Alright, to finally gain speed control, I bulldoze one last time. And after this bulldoze, I'm faster finally. Chestnut has battle armor. I said earlier that this Greninja has sniper. That's why normally you should never attempt to do this. And now I am faster. Now I can attempt to synthesize here because it's likely to Toxic Spike here. Now I'm full HP. If it's Toxic Spike here, this would be great. It's Muddy Water, it's kind of fine. Okay, I can try to... Let's see, I have speed control. I don't need any synths afterwards. Let's try one more time. Give me the Toxic Spikes here. I have to play this a little bit by heart, as you can see. This is ideal, because now both hazards are up. I defog both of them away, because now on this turn it's forced to attack me. And I'm on full HP. And I never critted my 3 bulldozers in before. So now it's forced to Night Days or Muddy Water. I even prefer Night Days because it has a lower damage threshold, but I can deal lower damage overall. And I get lots of HP back with Drain Punch. And finally this Greninja is dead. Very controlled. And not the last thing you will see from Chestnut in this fight. Because of the Kibia barrier I have, this will prevent Overgrowth from switching in, and this should always be GU. Goldfish of Doom, I don't know what Game Freak smoked on this one. Obviously I'm dead as fuck to Flamethrower. And this is the only way how I could have brought in my Cinder Ace. Only for the guaranteed Flamethrower here. It has no incentives to Flame Charge here, this is also on its moveset. This is always AI seeing a killing move. And we can, with a Scarf, we jump kick. And we fast kill it. Because of my slight pre-damage, I should always bait Overkill next. So, well, technically, I think now we're reaching the time where Grimmsnarl also can switch in because of it's a support mon. I'm not sure how it works in 1.0, to be honest. I have a backup plan if Grimmsnarl switches in unexpectedly, but Overkill was like my main plan. This is always forced to go for the Gunk Shot kill. I can bring in my Guard Jump in here. I pre-damage, so even if Gunk Shot misses here, I should be fine. Ideal case would be miss. Second ideal case would be no crit, no poison on this turn. Which exactly happens. High horsepower with attack scale and soft sand always kills this Overkill. And now we're going to the fun part. If Grimmsnarl doesn't switch in because of support mon AI, then there should be Yveltal. Which there are usually like 2 ways to deal with this thing. You either have an extremely super effective maybe electric type who can one-shot this, which is really rare, or you get your fairy, put an AV on it and pray. I do the latter. This should, because Overkill didn't poison or crit me, this should always be Dark Pulse, which I prefer because it's a little bit less damage. So this should be Dark Pulse. A little bit of a thing I have to do in Dizzy 4 because of my team comp is that I'm pretty confident that Tapu Fini wins this matchup. I shall not attempt to kill Yveltal with Tapu Fini though. Because if I do that, this could lead to King Gambit's swords dancing into my face, which would be really bad. So we have to kill it methodically. First of all, we Draining Kiss it here. I should never disable here because it has no reason to. As long as Oblivion Wings don't crit, I always heal more than it deals damage to me. So Draining Kisses always lead to me having like a stable game, a stable status of this fight. It can disable here. If it's disabled here, I just lose a turn. It doesn't really matter. I have other fairy moves, so let's see what's click. It's disabled, okay. That's why I thought play rough. Let me double check something. Yeah, okay, play. The thing is, Moonblast crit could kill here, which I don't want. So I needed like lots of fairy damage, which isn't Moonblast, and play buff was exactly in this damage range I needed. So I play rough here. Now it's always Oblivion Wing me here. Don't crit here. But play rough. It would be great if play rough crits, honestly. Okay, this is around 40%. Okay, I flip turn here, dealing 12%. Oblivion Wing should also deal about 12%. I slow flip turn here because I'm not allowed to kill this with Tapu Fini. Oblivion Wing again. Don't crit here. Okay. So this is plan 2, I guess. So normally, yeah, okay. I think I'm still good. Normally, I wanted to kill this with Cinderace. Because it crit me on the last Oblivion Wing, it got more healing. And my Cinderace Pyro Ball deals 43% minimum. It is not enough anymore. That's why I gave my Shark a Life Orb. And I have a Wave Crash which deals 53%. This should be enough. I have to protect here because I'm slower right now. And in this game, Shark gets Speed Boost. This is always 51% or less, because it's like in the yellow range. So Wave Crash should always kill here. The problem is, why this is plan 2, this leads to a little bit more risk afterwards. This Yveltal should be dead here now. If it's not, I'll wipe you immediately. Thank God. Alright. This should be Grimmsnarl's slow kill. There's no reason that King Gambit should come in earlier now. So this is Grimmsnarl, and it has to Spirit Break here, because it sees a kill. It's a support Grimmsnarl with Screens, Parting Shot, and Spirit Break. I flip turn here. Gengar is my designated counter for this one. If Grimmsnarl double high roll crit me on Gengar, I lose Gengar and I lose the run. That's why I wanted to avoid this. But it can't be helped, I guess. So we can flip turn here always. We're faster. We deal lots of damage, which honestly doesn't even matter. And we can bring in Gengar on the guaranteed Spirit Break now. It has to be Spirit Break because all other moves would have been before because of Prankster. Please don't crit here. We should be always safe. Alright. Now Grimmsnarl can click 3 moves. Reflect, Light Screen, or Spirit Break. Spirit Break doesn't kill me anymore. I can try to attempt this with Sludge Bomb. However, it's not a good idea because if it sets up Reflect, I kill it with Sludge Bomb, then there's a Reflect up, and then I can Gambit with 5 boosters in front of my face, which is pretty bad. So I have to ensure that this does die while there are no screens up. So I skill swap the Prankster away from it. It's Light Screen, okay. So now he loses the ability to set up screens before me. And now I can go for regular damaging moves. I can go for Brick Break here to always kill the screens it tries to attempt here. And the moment it goes to Spirit Break again, I can Sludge Bomb kill it immediately afterwards. Or it can switch? Okay. Should be fine. I don't really care. Choppleberry is now gone. Reflect is, I mean, it's still the same game state I wanted to have earlier, just like King Gambit got damage. So it doesn't really matter. Okay, this is King Gambit with 4 boosts. So, let's see. This is a situation where King Gambit sees kill with every single move. Knockoff, Sucker Punch, and Iron Head. Here's the thing though. In 1-in-1 there was a AI quirk where there's like 10% slow kill, 90% priority kill. I don't think this exists in this game. I've rewatched a lot of VODs of me, and I've always seen the AI go for Sucker Punch every single time. I'm damn confident that this is Sucker Punch. If this is not Sucker Punch, and if it's knockoff, it's fine. If this is Iron Head, depends on damage rolls, maybe I'm good, I don't want to see it, but I'm pretty sure this is Sucker Punch. This is guaranteed Sucker Punch. I bank on that right now. So let's see. Sucker Punch. Gotcha. Alright, now we can Drain Punch it down. This is either Iron Head. No, it has to be Iron Head. Because I don't threaten a kill even though Shuffle is gone. Never mind. Okay. I mean, thanks for the switch, I guess, then Sydney. You make it a lot easier for me. Now Grimmsnarl is left. Let's see. Normally Gengar should kill this. I can try to chip it down with Chestnut as much as I want. Even though it sets up screens, it doesn't really matter, right? I can just spam Drain Punches and go to Cinder Ace afterwards. I should be able to, yeah, I mean, it sets up screens, but I don't care. It doesn't have enough HP to do something, I think. Right, let's Drain Punch again. Right screen. Okay, I think now it's always safe. Alright, I always live one. I can try to kill it with Drain Punch here. This is Spirit Break because Prankster didn't activate. Alright, whatever. I didn't expect it to switch there. Okay. Well, it works. Alright. It was fun. Yeah. You really had easy mons to deal with. Okay. Good stuff. Alright, next fight is Phoebe doubles. I have like made some notes. One note says switch to OBS. Yeah. Now you can see another Mon, I guess. Alright, now I cannot afford to heal Cinder Ace. I just use some max elixirs because why the hell not? I can. This one. The rest is irrelevant. I can heal every other Mon. Except for Cinder Ace. And I have to be above 123 HP. It always was ensured. Don't heal the Cinder Ace. Yep. This is Gengar. That's correct. Alright, then I have a big note saying teach Tapu Fini Surf. So let's give it Surf. Play Rough is not needed anymore. It was only for this very specific case of disabling me turn 2. Right, now let's change the order of the team so I don't forget anything. Oops. So we lead with Shark and Tapu Fini. We have a Cinder Ace, a Chestnut, a Garchomp, and a Gengar. I only do this because I can go step by step for the items in my notes, so I don't forget anything. I give Sharpedo its Mega Stone. I give Tapu Fini a Toxic Orb, which is needed for Drake later. Cinder Ace should get a Fire Gem. Chestnut, a Viopaya Papa. I think I immediately give it this one because normally Chestnut doesn't really participate in this fight. It doesn't really matter. Same for Garchomp. Let's give it a Bright Powder. As soon as I see my Garchomp out, something went wrong. And let's give this one a Citrus. Right. Let's check one more time. HP should be fine. Torpedo with the correct moveset. Protect PP doesn't matter. This is correct. This has the moves it should have. This doesn't matter. This also doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, it can have this weird moveset. Okay. Let me see if there's anything I have to double check here again. This does look correct. Alright, I think that's good. I think that's good. Right. Now, Phoebe doubles. One notable change I am aware of is that Phoebe doubles in 1.2 has Bright Powder on his Sinistra instead of Aya Papa, I think, in this version. I don't like... I'm not really a fan of Hex items in E4 for where special cases like CK+, maybe even Sterling. Maybe this was needed though, you will see. Because Phoebe doubles should be pretty easy. Let me double check one more time. We have the time here. Peel off the Megastone. Toxic off. Fire Gem. Doesn't matter. Suppress. And Cinderace is not pre-damage. There is pre-damage. That should be good to go. Let's see. If you can even inflict damage on my Pokemon. We'll see about that. Alright, Phoebe doubles. Lead is Mega Gengar and Eject Pack Infernape. Now is the time to spam APS. I can't really stop you because I'm not looking at YouTube chat right now. So, because Sharpedo is a Sharpedo, it's extremely frail and abate kills from Gengar and from Infernape, while Tapu Fini is always safe. So I protect here, and I flip turn, because Gengar will Mega Evolve, I need a little bit of chip on Gengar, and I can escape the Shadow Tag. So we protect here, it should be CC and Sludge Bomb or Focus Blast on Shark. Yep. Flip turn here. Now we bring in my second Darkmon, which is Cinderace. And gets a speed boost. So now Sharpedo is faster than Infernape or Gengar for Cinderace. So Wave Crash always kills Infernape. And Sucker Punch always kills Gengar. Gengar down. And we take a shit ton of recoil, but Infernape is down. APS. So, this should be for the Sharpedo slot, Sinistra, seeing a slow kill. And we get another speed boost. Sinistra for slot 1. Calyrex Shadow for slot 2 because of fast kill for this for Cinderace. Yeah. Because my Shark was so kind enough to get more and more speed boosts, I'm already faster than also Calyrex. So Crunch just kills it. And my Fire Gem basically gives my Cinderace its stab back. So Pyro Ball always kills the Sinistra. So we just get a double kill. Calyrex is down. And Fire Gem. Thank God I see this animation. And Sinistra should be down. This will be the last 2 months Marowak with obviously a Thick Club and Fluttermane booster speed. However, the Shark got another speed boost. My Sharpedo is +3 speed now. Fluttermane obviously sees a kill in my Shark, but Fluttermane has 504 speed after booster speed you see here right now. And my Shark is still faster. So what happens here right now is Fluttermane will always target my Cinderace with a super effective Moonblast, because I'm type Dark right now. And Marowak is threatened by a fast kill from my Shark, so it will always fake out me here. So I can Mega Evolve and protect. And I can bring in a Moonblast switch in here, which is Gengar. Should deal around 35-45%. And if it crits, I have Citrus to offset this. So we protect here. This should be Fake Out into Sharpedo. And Moonblast into Gengar. Oh, thank God. Alright. Alright, so now this Fluttermane still is like kind of a problem. To be fair, Marowak also deals insane amounts of damage. But I want to get rid of Fluttermane first, so we crunch it and kill it. What can Marowak click here? Marowak is still be threatened by Fast Kill for my Shark. So, from my point of view, it can Sucker Punch my Shark. If that happens, that's fine, I always survive crit. It also sees a priority kill, Sucker Punch kill on Gengar, which is basically the same thing which happens on Sydney, where I had the theory it will always click it when it can. So this is either Sucker Punch on my Shark or Sucker Punch on my Gengar. Both should be fine, so I should be able to bring Tapu Fini here. Sucker Punch on Tapu Fini. It was the Gengar slot even. I think it always clicks the shit. Maybe I just got lucky, I don't know. I don't have AI code, I didn't ask anyone about this, but this feels way too consistent. Alright, and now it's pretty much game over. It can, Marowak can go for damage on Tapu Fini or Sucker Punch on Shark. Shark again survives the crits, so we flip turn here, and we surf. This Sucker Punch crit, you can extrapolate the damage, was never a problem. Now we can bring in Garchomp or Chestnut, it doesn't really matter, let's bring Chestnut. And the following surf kills Marowak. A little bit of chip, doesn't matter. Marowak is down, Phoebe is down. Whew! That was spooky, I mean, I think you were the easiest one right now, so don't want to shit talk too much. It's only natural that you lost. Yeah, Sucker Punch are still like really threatening for... Wait, why is it Sydney written there? Okay. This is your Phoebe. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Alright. This should be rival doubles. I go into my notes. Let's give you a nice little point. Let's see a little bit in chat. I see Chestnut Essential. Yep, absolutely. So, then I am not allowed to heal Gengar or Cinderace. We don't heal these two. We only heal Shark and Chestnut. So let's do that. So we use an Energy Root. Shark is okay to heal. I'm so nervous of accidentally healing one of the wrong ones. This is like my biggest. I think this is maybe this is the biggest risk in my E4 right now. I don't know. Hard to calculate, you know. Oh god. Okay. We definitely a time to max Elixir everyone, just in case. Alright. Then after that we can teach Shark a new move, which I should never click on rival doubles. If I click it, I'm in serious trouble. Let's hope this doesn't happen. This is only a backup plan. I teach Dark Pulse for Crunch. Bye bye. I don't need Crunch anymore. Alright. Okay, so now maybe you remember I told you that I gave Cinderace an HP scale. The HP didn't even matter. Cinderace was never defensively needed to like get an HP scale because then I survived some crit rolls or some shit like that. The problem was this very specific double fight because this double has an Iron Hands on lead. This Iron Hands has Plasma Fist, Close Combat, Fake Out and Ice Punch. This Iron Hands is so fucking bulky that I needed for it to click Close Combat. The problem is Cinderace takes up to 250 damage from Plasma Fists, and 55 damage or more from close combat. So my damage range was 251 to 255. Which with orange berries alone, I cannot ensure that it always happens, because I had to take an attack from Chiyu all in the back. I gave it an HP scale, so if the last digit of Cinderace HP is not 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5, I can give it a citrus berry, and then it will jump into one of these last digit numbers I needed. But my Cinderace has 163 HP, I only needed to pre-damage it to 53 HP, so these are basically two scales completely worthless. I didn't need them at all, but given the damage rolls I got. These were completely useless, they don't even help later. So that's fine, I guess. So we pre-damage to 253. Alright, hands off from the keyboard. That's good. And now we bring the right order in here. Apfini Chestnut, doesn't really matter. Gengar is okay with the damage, with the HP it has right now. So we give it an Iron Ball to Cinderace. Gengar gets its Mega Stone. Capofini gets its button. No, it's consumables, right? There's the button, there's the button. Chestnut has Payapapa already, it's fine. And one of the two sashes goes to Shark. And one ground gem. Where is it? Don't make me weak. Here. To Garchomp. Alright, I'm gonna save here just in case something funny happens. If any one of you watched my Lucidity for Life, you know what I mean. So, let's have one more look. Both pre-damage. Gengar has the only move it has to click, which is Sludge Bomb. I won't attack with those once, so this is fine. I won't attack with this one once, so it's fine. I probably won't attack with this you, and I probably hope never see you on the field. This is the Sash. With Dark Pulse as an, oh my god, I have to dodge some shit. Bullshit backup line. Ground Gem with the normal moveset and Garchomp. This should look okay. That should look okay. I'm a little bit scared on this one. But it is what it is. The reason why this fight is so much bullshit is it has disruptive elements. This fight. It has Iron Hands, which is like really bulky, it really does a lot of damage. It has an Ogre Pawn Wellspring with Spiky Shield and Follow Me. If either one of these go off unchecked, this screams for like a wipe in a double battles in Mini 4. And there is Silvally Fairy, which has like shit stats, let's be real. Multi-attack and Flamethrower also don't have like that insane amounts of damage potential, but it has Tailwind and Parting Shots. So if I don't bait a kill there constantly, or I don't fast kill it there, it can Tailwind or Parting Shots randomly in a double battles in Mini 4. It doesn't sound appealing to me, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, that's the rival, yes. In this game, Glacier was part of the storyline. We fought her 2 times in the normal storyline of Hoenn. Because Glacier retired, because Glacier killed too many of Peachard's Ludicrolos. And that's why she searched for a new E4 member, which is the rival, with Terra installed here for lore reasons, I guess. Alright, one last check. This is like pretty important. Yeah, should also be the right thing. Gengar has the Mega Stone, Iron Ball, right pre-damage button, whatever. Sash, and it's full heals. Turning ground should, okay, it should be fine. I don't know what amount of risk I'm going to play into this one, because of this one of the second to last turns. You will see when I get there. But this should be good. Yeah, should be good. Let's do it. Surprised to see me here, yeah? I didn't know that you were the Elite Four, but okay. After my defeat in Lily Cove City, this was the last rival battle, Wallace recommended me to take Glacia's spot, but still, to make it this far, I had to do intensive training, but now the tables have turned. I surpassed you and will prove it. Every time I lost you in the past, it's all history. I'm beating you, right here, right now. Please no, please don't. Alright, lead is Iron Hands and Ogrepawn Wellspring. The reason why I brought Gengar into the C4 is mainly, almost exclusively because of Rival Doubles. Rival Doubles was one of the first fights I looked into it. I needed extremely high amounts of fast poison damage to get rid of the variance elements in this double battle. I Mega Evolve immediately, I Sludge Bomb, then I outspeed the Ogrepawn and it kills. Ogrepawn sees kills on multiple targets, it never spiked the shields here. Cinder Ace baits a fast kill for Iron Hands. Gengar obviously also dies to any attack from Iron Hands right now, but because of the slow fast kill mechanic, it should always prioritize Cinder Ace, and Cinder Ace should bait a CC from Iron Hands. So I can go to Tapu Fini with the eject button. We Mega Evolve here, and we fast kill the stupid ass Ogrepawn. Sludge Bomb, always kills. These are the 5 scales, only for Gengar to have the appropriate damage. CC, doesn't matter if it crits or not, I think. Yeah, technically it does matter. We get the very important debuffs on Iron Hands, and we get the also ability to reposition ourselves, so we can go to Garchomp. So what happens now is what Phoebe did exactly a few turns before. She sends out Silvally because of highest damage, out damage for Garchomp. However, this is a situation where slot-wise she puts counter to us, but counter slot-wise she does not. So we can Sludge Bomb just like we can just like target the other slots. Sludge Bomb fast kills Silvally Fairy. Ground Gem boosted, high horsepower, always kills Iron Hands. This was not possible, by the way, with Soft Sand. It was a ground gem needed for this fucker. Life Orb would have made the trick, but still. Ridiculously tanky mon. Alright, 3 down. There should be Mewtwo for fast killing Gengar, and Lucario base for not getting fast killed by Garchomp. It still gets killed, but it's faster than Garchomp. So right now, I intentionally left some damage on Gengar. Why? Because I wanted to bait both of these attacks on this turn on the Gengar slot. Mewtwo has 2 attacking moves, Psy Strike, Focus Blast. Right now, obviously, is Psy Strike into Gengar. Garchomp is safe. Garchomp never baits any kills if it's 100%. That's why I can't afford Life Orb. So this is Psy Strike from Mewtwo to Gengar. And Lucario will Mega Evolve, and it's Dark Pulse or Meteor Mash. Meteor Mash crit would kill my Sharpedo if I wouldn't have invested 8 fucking scales to put a sash on it. And paradoxically enough, I want to see Lucario Meteor Mashing my Sharpedo here. This would be the best scenario, because then I think I'm always safe. If it doesn't, it's not the end of the world, then I'm dependent on if the AI behaves as I suspect it to be. Right now it should be fine. So both attacks go into the Gengar slot. So this is a safe switch in for the 40 base defense Sharpedo because it has a sash. And high horsepower always kills Lucario Mega barely. Just barely. Alright, there should be Psy Strike on Sharpedo. And there should be Meteor Mash for Dark Pulse. Dark Pulse, okay. If Dark Pulse crits, it's also kind of good. Doesn't do me the favor. Okay. So now, I am dependent on if Run and Bun AI applies here or not. This is Incineroar. As Incineroar is annoying. It doesn't deal that much damage. That's the problem. It doesn't see any kills right now. because of the Intimidate, I don't show it any kills. So what is going to happen? Mewtwo will Focus Blast my Sharpedo, always. That's a given. Mewtwo will always target my slot 1 here for the rest of the fight if everything goes according to plan. So I can protect here. What will Incineroar do? I bank on the fact that Incineroar will fake out Sharpedo or it will fake out Garchomp because as my memory serves me right, fake out was +9, was above highest damage. So Incineroar was not be able to click highest damage. If it clicks highest damage, if it clicks on the Garchomp, and if it clicks on the Garchomp and it crits, then you see me stealing life. I know you want content, but I don't want that. So I try to chip Incineroar with high horsepower. If it fakes me out here, it's fine, because I only need like a little bit of chip, and my Garchomp has Rough Skin. Fake out as a contact move, then everything is fine. So, if this Incineroar for some fucking reason clicks knockoff right here, right now, on my Garchomp, and it crits, we're in serious trouble. Please don't. I don't want to cry on stream. Let's lock in the moves again. Protect here, and high horsepower on the Incineroar. Please fake out. Yes! Now we should be safe. Rough Skin is 12.5% damage. We should have enough damage right now, because right now we get a speed boost. Mewtwo is the sitting duck in this constellation, so we can fast flip turn on Incineroar. We are faster than Mewtwo right now, and we can fast high horsepower the Incineroar, so it should die. And we can bring in Gengar for the incoming Focus Blast targeted from the Mewtwo into the Sharpedo as well. There should be enough damage. Yep, it is. This is always Focus Blast, we can go into Gengar. Focus Blast into Gengar, yes. High horsepower and Incineroar dies. Let's go! Alright, and now Mewtwo is the sitting duck. It's always forced to attack slot 1. I can pivot it from Gengar to Sharpedo as much as I want. I have to go back into Sharpedo right now because it's Psy Strike on a Gengar slot. And we can start damaging Mewtwo with whatever the fuck I want. Whew. This is Draco. We don't have any pressure mons. Mewtwo should still have Focus Blast PP. So it should be fine. Fake out crit, by the way, would never have put Garchomp into Mewtwo seeing kills on it. Just to be transparent. We can protect here and we can start Outrage, whatever. Looks, it's a cool screenshot, I guess, when I click Outrage. Right, we get the speed boost, we are faster than Mewtwo again. If for some reason I misclick on my Garchomp right now, I flip turn, and Garchomp is already locked into Outrage, so it's GG. It's not good for my blood pressure. Bending down, fuck you, Rival Doubles, man. That's so box demanding, holy shit. Alright, 3 out of 5. I'm very frustrated by this loss. I believe it, you had like fucking insane team. Yes, except this one with Grace. It was a worthy rival, I give you that. The truly fearsome side of the Pokemon League. He is not wrong. My first instinct when I got Drake singles was, oh that's good. I don't have a double battle right at the end. I don't have to think about pre-damage too much at the very end, because this is like what I feared the most going into this E4. Now looking at the Drake singles, it's so hard to switch anything into this fight. It's like the mons deal so much damage. So I mean, I guess to also get you all on the same level, I guess in Pokemon Null you get like a random permutation of single doubles. You always have to have 2 single fights and 2 double fights, and I got single double single, also single Drake fight at the very end. But the monster just deal very much, a lot of damage. This is just insane. So we can heal everyone except Gengar, even though we could heal Gengar technically. It increased my odds a little bit, so why the hell should I even bother? It's fine. So Gengar 210 HP, roughly like that. It's not even, I don't even have to be precise here, that's fine. 206 should be always fine. Now we can teach 2 moves. For some reason I wrote 1 move which I needed for the champ for Gengar right now. I want to do that now because I know it's not in the notes later. Because I wondered that like 10 minutes before going onto the stream. It won't change anything. Let's teach it the Thunderbolt already. We don't need Brick Break anymore. And we teach Low Kick just in case a friction happens for Chestnut. We will never defog ever again. Alright. So now we had the sash, so technically I lost 10 not needed scales because the focus sash didn't work. Good game by me, I guess. This is Sharpedo's sash. This is fine. Yeah, the items are completely wrong. Good thing that I checked. Cinder Ace gets a fighting gem. Should be by consumables. Tapu Fini is Assault Vest. No, it doesn't have it right now. It was a button from the fight before. Yeah. Chestnut is a Shed Shell for some reason. Didn't think I would need this item on the before. Gengar is, well, it's Poison Gem. I don't need Poison Gem. I could have also went with other things, but why the hell not? And Garchomp will reveal its true magnificent new form. Alright. One more check. This is Sharpedo's sash. Yeah, I don't have to change the moveset here. I don't have to change the moveset here. It's always Fighting Gem. Assault Vest with Flip Turn, and it's pre-poisoned from the Phoebe fight. This is Shed Shell with the defense scale. These are the moves I needed. Still Sludge Bomb Poison Gem, that's fine. And Garchomp with the moves it needs, yeah. Right. Save here. Ten scales for New Game Plus. I wish it would work like that. I really wish it would work like that. Alright. Drake singles. I am a little bit fearful and lack of finding a better word, so let's check it one more time. Sash. Duckles into flip turn of his kills. Fighting Gem with the fighting move. AV with flip turn. Survival Kit moveset from Chestnut. Poison Gem Sludge Bomb. Garchomp if it's a normal move, I don't have to change anything. MP looks great. Power points, don't think anything bad. Yeah, this should be fine. This should be fine. Alright. The main problem with Drake is it has... I just list the names of the mons. Aerodactyl with Focus Sash and Rocks. Gouging Fire. Dialga. Throat Spray Primarina. Roaring Moon. Mega Dragonite with Hurricane. It's really hard to switch into these mons. Like really, really hard. I hope I found a way. I am confident that I found a way. But let's see. So... should be ready to go. Second to last fight, Drake singles, here we go. This is the vanilla text, right? For us to battle with Pokemon as partners. Do you know what it takes? Do you know what is needed? If you don't, then you will never prevail over me. I think what is needed is a calculator and too much time. Alright. Lead is Rockhead, Focus Sash, Aerodactyl with Head Smash, Wave Bird, Earthquake and Stealth Rock. My Shark has a Focus Sash. I am confident that AI doesn't see my own Focus Sash. So it does have zero reasons to Stealth Rock here because both Head Smash and Brave Bird kill me. So I can always Dark Pulse here. I have no chance to flinch it because I'm slower than it right now. Head Smash hits. I should drop to 1 HP. Then we Dark Pulse. Now, because of the speed boost, we are faster. Baiting something on Drake Singles with 1 HP left is awful. We need to reposition. Be fast flip turn here. Aerodactyl down. I now choose to go into my Garchomp. My Garchomp should bait slow kill, gouging fire. Or kill, I think fast kill even, gouging fire. Yeah, fast gouging fire should be. I have a Mega Stone. Garchomp gets the Garchomp Z Mega Stone in this game at the very, very last part of this game. Garchomp Mega Z is absolutely insane. It gets to 141 speed and 151 special attack. So if you ask why the hell did I scale Rash, a special attack boosting nature, it's because of Drake Singles. I Mega Evolve and Draco Meteor allows me to surprise Drake, be faster than the Gouging Fire, and fast kill it without ever needing to think about how the fuck I switch it. It should be next in line because I now have like a severe drop of my special attack, is Dialga with a slow kill, Dragon Pulse. Only Dragon Pulse. So, guaranteed Dragon move calls for a guaranteed Fairy switch in, which is Tapu Fini. Why did I pre-poison my Tapu Fini with a Toxic Orb on Phoebe? To have to poison for this exact moment. This Dialga has 3 attacking moves. It will click Flash Cannon here, but it has also Thunder Wave. Thunder Wave would be quite awful. So I want to slow flip turn out of it. But I also don't want to take too much damage, so I have an AB, because now it will Flash Cannon here. So I will slow flip turn on the Dialga on the guaranteed Flash Cannon to bring in Cinder Ace safely. The damage doesn't matter, the flip turn could have been teleport. I just needed it for the position. I don't think crit matters here. I'm still glad that I don't see anything like that. Dialga gets chipped, and now for everyone who plays Unbound, maybe gets a familiar feeling. We have a Fire type with a Fighting Gem, and Jump Kick kills Dialga with the Protean Boost. I needed this exact line because I needed to have exact knowledge what I will bait next here. If I would have switched in Cinder Ace on the Flash Cannon, it could have been Roaring Moon or Primarina, which is the diverging line, which I couldn't deal with it. So this is Primarina. This is always Alluring Voice, and only Alluring Voice, because I'm a fighting type right now. This is a good job for Gengar. It's a little bit pre-damage to bait random move afterwards. This is intentional. Alluring Voice never kills me, crit doesn't even come close to crit to killing me here. It's fine, the Throat Spray activates, but obviously I have way too much damage with the Poison Gem Sludge Wave. It doesn't matter that I didn't U-turn with Cinder Ace, I could have totally done that. It doesn't matter because this does more than 100% damage. Sludge Bomb with Poison Gem always kills you. This brings in fast kill Roaring Moon. Roaring Moon has Jaw Lock, which prevents me from switching as a secondary effect, Dragon Claw, and Iron Head. Kind of awful to deal with, and it's quite fast, it's 119 speed. This is why Chestnut is essential. We bring in our defensive specialist in here. I pre-damaged Gengar because it raises the chance of it clicking not Dragon Claw, because Dragon Claw would be most damaged. I don't think it matters at all. We can bring in Chestnut in here. This is Jaw Lock, this is the lowest damage, this is so fine, but this is the reason why we got the Shut Shell. Because the Chestnut is not going to kill this Roaring Moon. What is Chestnut's job here? Its job is to soften up the Roaring Moon. It's not going to be the one who kills it, because of the mon in the back for Drake. Right now, Roaring Moon has a Chopple Berry, and I don't threaten it with a kill. Roaring Moon doesn't see a kill. Its fourth move is Dragon Dance. So right now it can click Dragon Claw or Dragon Dance. So the job of Chestnut is to make sure that Roaring Moon doesn't outspeed my designated counter later and to get chip on it. In order to do that, I have to threaten a kill as soon as possible, so I Drain Punch here to get rid of the Chopper Berry from Roaring Moon. Roaring Moon can Dragon Claw or Dragon Dance here, both should be fine. It's Dragon Claw, which is even better. Alright. So, because it's lost its Chopper Berry here, and I have Low Kick, which deals now 100%. Roaring Moon can never click Dragon Dance here. The game plan, if it Dragon Danced here, would have been to click Bulldoze and then to synth up, because +1 Dragon Claw does up to 50%, but only on the highest roll. It is 42 to 50, so on average I heal more. Why did I do this? Because now Roaring Moon is in a position where it has to click Dragon Claw and it cannot set up. It has to click a move and it cannot set up. So, this is perfect to switch in Tapu Fini right now. Because we take 0 damage except for the toxic damage. And same thing as last turn. Roaring Moon is forced to click an attacking move here, because obviously Tapu Fini threatens a kill on Roaring Moon with any fairy type attack I have, in this case Moonblast. Even I think Dragon Kiss is even like lethal for it, or could be lethal, I don't know. So it has to click Iron Head here. So now we can go into Garchomp. Garchomp Z is so bulky that it can easily live a +1 Iron Head on the highest crit roll. It's not even fucking close. So now we can Dragon Hammer here. We are faster, one of the few mons in the box which is faster than this thing. And why did I do this setup? Because this last mon is that awful. Last mon, Dragonite Mega. Draco Meteor, Hurricane with a confused chance, which it's always going to hit. Fire Blast, which is always going to hit. And Whirlpool. Nightmare to deal with, especially because of the confusion chance with the Hurricane. However, Garchomp Z is one of the few mons which can barely fast kill it. 100.9% I do with a Draco Meteor. So we don't even have to deal with this one. A Dragonite is down and Drake is down. And this is one more fight to go. Whew. Virtuous Heart, sure. Champion is waiting. Alright, for the last fight, I have to log in because the main threat is me fucking up. Seriously. I have to teach so many moves, so many precise HP manipulations. I really don't want to screw this one up. Oh, I just realized I never showed. Okay, this was the Drake singles background. I hope you enjoy it. I will edit this in the video, I guess, because I forgot to click on the OBS button. But this is Mega Dragonite. Isn't it beautiful? I didn't look at OBS, I'm sorry. Mega Dragonite is dead now, so we look at one of my favorite mods. Isn't this beautiful? That's cool. Okay, so let's log in again. We max Elixir everyone, because why the hell not? I knew I would fucking forget to switch to OBS overlay. I knew it. Fuck me. I know. Only like, huh? What the fuck is the deal? Only a mon changes. It's like, yeah, but it's like a static for me, okay? Let's teach some attacks with TMs. We teach 2 TMs. I don't think one is even needed, but let's do it to get rid of this on my notes. We will never click Dark Pulse again. And Tapu Fini wants to have Boss Ice Event. Surf doesn't matter. Then we teach Earthquake to Sharpedo. We will never click Flip Turn again. Then we have Earth Power for Garchomp. Never click Outrage. And Flamethrower. Never click Dragon Hammer here. We also double click High House Ball here, but whatever. Did I teach? No, and don't ask why, but we are going to teach Energy Ball to Chestnut. To an Impish Chestnut. Because it's so essential. Let's get rid of low kick, I guess. Alright, now let's see. We have a bunch of orange berries. Torpedo, 189 HP or less. So we can go to 181. Alright. Tapu Fini can be full healed later. Chestnut, 294, so 292. Doesn't really matter, right? Yeah. Gengar, 198 or less, so we go to 191. And our Garchomp, 294 or less, so 286 in this case. Right. Then we can full heal Cinder Ace and Tapu Fini. Let's give it a Hyper Potion. Right, let's bring it in the right order. Tapu Fini AV. This already has an AV, right? Cinder is no item, this is correct. Torpedo can get a Muscle Band. Muscle Band, where are you? There you are. Garchomp already has its Mega Stone. Electric Gem for Gengar. It's consumables, right? Electric Gem, yeah. And no item on Chestnut. I mean, it has Chatchel right now, it doesn't really matter, just to make sure, for whatever reason. Now let's look at the moves again. I only need Icy Winds and Fairy moves in this one. This looks correct. It's full HP, it's AV, yep. I only need Pyro Ball and U-Turn technically. That's good, I don't need any items. Being full healed is fine. Torpedo Muscle Band, Wavecrash, Earthquake, Icy Wind, Protect, that is correct. I will click Flamethrower and Earth Power, while it is in its Mega Form. Gengar has Thunderbolt and Destiny Bond. This one has Energy Ball. Okay. Guys, this should be it. Guys, girls and others of course, my bad. This is Wallace, always singles. It has, to give a little bit of a preview, its lead is a Palkia Origin, followed by a Trapping Delmise, a Genesect with Douse Drive, Mickey as Fuck Diancie, Assault Vest Boom Volcanion, and one of my favorite mons, and maybe some of you might associate for some reason this mon with me, I don't know why, is a Milotic, which is pre-burned, Marble Scale, and can click Power Herb boosted Geomancy. So totally normal stuff is happening here. We should be able to go into this fight quite easily and win. I am aware of 2 risks. These risks are so low that if this happens, I am so confident I'm going to win unluckiest Nuzlocke of this year. So either, whatever happens right now, either I win in this game, or I win the Nuzzies. So it's a win-win, in my book. Last check. AV, Icy Wind, Fairy moves, Fireball, Muscle Band, Earthquake, Icy Wind, Wave Quest is also there, Flamethrower and F-Power, Electric Gem, Thunderbolt, Energy Ball, whatever. I want to count one more thing just in case. This is Energy Ball. There's really no item needed. And this could... kill straight up, I guess. Yeah, I mean, if I quit here, 71. So it doesn't ever matter. 71, and this is 44. Okay. It looks weird to put energy ball on a chestnut with a minus special attack nature. I'm not gonna lie, but if it works, it works. Am I right? Alright. Whew. Last fight of Pokemon Null version 1.0. Let's get it up. Still Wallace as a champ. Yeah, it was mainly my Pokemon, I didn't do that much. I'm looking forward to hearing the champion music here, by the way. Who can most elegantly dance with their Pokemon Hoenn? Show me right here and now. Da, da, da. This is not the Hoenn champion music. I feel disappointed, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, it's Palkia Origin. Water Dragon versus Water Fairy. The reason why I did Mad Deathless, which also has a Palkia in this game, is because Tapu Fini is fucking busted. It doesn't do shit to my Tapu Fini. I have an Assault Vest, I get speed control first with Icy Wind. Palkia can mainly click Hydro Pump, sometimes miss. It can sometimes click Earth Power. If the stars align and it consistently drops and crits with Earth Power all the time, I had a contingency plan even afterwards. Why I don't care about this Palkia is pretty apparent. It did its highest damage with Hydro Pump and my Draining Kiss out-heals it easily. I don't give a shit what this Palkia does. So, one more Draining Kiss, and then afterwards we can Moonblast the Draining Kiss, and then we can... It's not a bad music choice, I guess. It's unexpected. Let's put it like that. Let's see. Does 198 ensure something bad? Let's just double check because we have the time. Then Storm's 175. Oh, this is Mega Forms, whatever. No, this is always Starmice. Okay. We can Moonblast and kill this one off. Palkia Origin is down with us barely taking any damage. This is Dalmice, which feels a little bit off to have in a champion fight, I'm not gonna lie. This is always Power Whip. We can safely switch in Cinder Ace here. We always select Pit. If it misses, doesn't matter. Right? It doesn't have any priority move or something like that. We are obviously faster, we can just Pyro Ball and kill it. Next mon should be Genesect with Douse Drive. Douse Drive makes its Technoblast give it water type properties. So this should be with the special attack boost definitely Technoblast. Maybe there's like some ranges where it can be Flash Cannon. Cinder Ace either dies here or it barely survives and we can U-turn out. Doesn't really matter. We are slower. That's why Genesect come in here. Cinder Ace. Thank you for participating, buddy. You were good. Not top tier because you get U-turn a little bit too late for my taste. And you don't get Blaze boosted Pyro Balls like Lucid. So you're a little bit not the top of the top, but you're a really solid mon. And I'm really happy I got you in, I think, Fall Arbor. If you're a trooper, you will survive this one. Okay, maybe not. This does 160%. You did good today. Thank you for your service. We have to get rid of this Genesect as soon as possible. That's why we're going to Garchomp and we do the exact thing what we did on Gouging Fire. Genesect is faster right now. It has no reason to click Extreme Speed right now. We Mega Evolve and Flamethrower will fry this Genesect. Our break obviously doesn't matter. And Genesect is down, it doesn't have any sashes or something like that. Genesect dies. This, with the 286 HP, always baits the NC and its Moonblasts always kill me here. Garchomp, one of the probably top 5 mons in my box. Thank you for the service. I'm glad that I discovered the power of Gachum Z. High horsepower can crit kill DNC, but it will usually deal around 70% here of power. Sorry, I think it doesn't even matter what I click here. Of power. Gachum, thank you. Crit here if you're real. Okay, you're so real for me. Moonblast or his skills. And the Sand Titan falls. And another Titan, definitely of the same power level, will fall, unfortunately, in the next few seconds. I will lead out Chestnut. An Energy Ball is enough damage to, in quotation mark, kill the NC. So we Energy Ball here. 292 HP is so that if for some reason Diancie attacks again with Moonblast, it would always kill me. Because this DNC is a piece of shit. Oh, and here's the good music. Thank you, Terra. This DNC refuses to die and Mega Evolves with 400% HP. And obviously, sorry Chestnut, you're fucking dead. Chestnut, a little bit underrated. I think you're a good mon. You're a really great mon in Gauntlets, thank you. I'm glad that I brought you here. This is a job though for one hunter in particular. We go into our Shark and we protect here because we are slower. I had to learn that DNC is really fast, Mega DNC. Maybe you realized I only baited in fairy moves, not any other moves, because DNC has Diamond Storm, and Diamond Storm has a chance of raising its defense by 2 stages, which would not make this kill possible. Now with the speed boost, Sharpedo is faster, and Wave Crash always kills this DNC. DNC down. 2 months left. I take a shit ton of recoil. I'm obviously faster than everything because speed boost is broken and Volcanion is out. Well, I pre-damaged in a way where Volcanion sees kill with every single move with all ranges. So the lowest roll of Ice Beam will kill me here. Shark, you are a very specific one, but if you pop off really hard. You are my TNL Goat. You are really also good in some sections of VR, for example. Thank you very much. We do not kill here with an Earthquake crit. We never kill it here, even if we crit, and we always die in this turn. And Volcanion should never boom here. If it booms, I don't think it doesn't even matter. So yeah, thank you, Sharpedo. Now it's time for a spooky end game. This Volcanion has an Assault Vest, we have an Electric Gym to basically counter this one. And we Thunderbolt to fast kill Volcanion. Which means it's a 2v1 at the very end with one of my favorite mons, which is visible on the screen right now as an enemy. This is pre-burned Marvel Scale Milotic holding a Power Herb with Geomancy. 191 HP, let me double check this one. The lowest roll of Origin Pulse is 198 HP. It should always click Origin Pulse here. I have the suspicion that the AI can click Geomancy over Fast Kill. So I had to come up with a strategy to circumvent that. This is technically one more risk. I click Destiny Bond here. It can either Geomancy or Origin Pulse here. If it can Geomancy, then if it clicks Blizzards 5 times from the 3 attacking moves it has and it misses all of them, I lose. This is a 1 in 750k. I do not want to win in a lottery today. We are faster now, so Destiny Bond goes first. If it goes for the kill, I'm fine. Okay, maybe there's no special AI on that, because Origin Pulse was chosen, it deals at least 198 HP. Gengar dies. We take the Milotic with it, and in the back is probably the best mon in the box, which killed Palkia Origin, Tapu Fini. And this is it. And Null has fallen! Yes! Let's go! Finally! Woo! Yes! I know there were like so many expectations for like other Nuzlockers to not screw up because I have so many resources. I had like more pressure than usual. I hated this shit. So I'm so glad that all of this worked. I'm so happy right now. Yes! And Wallace has been defeated. Kudus, you're truly a noble Pokemon trainer. Thank you very much. I'm so happy right now. Alright, there's still... Is there any lore changes? Because Brendan was only 4 member or something like that? Do you want to give me advice after I beat you? Yeah! That's why I came here in the first place. Yes, I've finally done it. This was, let me think, 2.5 months. For an attempt 1 win. Let's go. You wanna see my Pokédex right now, bud? You wanna lecture me on my Pokédex right now? Okay. I don't care about that at all. Let's see. I will look at the chat in 1 moment. Give me a sec. I have to, obviously, maybe I'll start with this now. Huge shoutouts to Terra. Terra was the developer and a Nuzlocke friend of mine, and who put in so much work into making this game a reality. He did so much more small things which I don't think many people appreciate, like small tweaks of text, for example, where he just tweaks a little bit of text in here, but also gave us a really cool game to play. After a really long drought, if I ever see a certain Run and Bun New Game Plus with a certain fire type starter which isn't even available in this game normally, or this, at this early game, I'm going to lose it. Please play something else. There are so many other good games right now there. Please play something else. Even if it's PK. If you like it, go for it. There are so many cool games which are not appreciated by the people, in my opinion at least. Sterling Silver is a training for PK. Lucid, where you can just have a challenging, not too challenging, but also have like a fun experience where you can get mons with movesets you normally don't get with a unique double battle system. Give these games also a try. Obviously Null 1.2. It is without a doubt harder than the version I beat today. And I'm interested in what people are going to do in here. It's really hard. And look forward to my other Nuzlocke colleagues beating 1.2 and maybe celebrate as much as me right now. Because for me, this feels like a real win. I don't care. I don't patch up when I'm already in Teen Elgin. Like, this is not something I want to do, and I don't want to mix these patches. I want to have one clean run on one patch so everyone knows the challenge difficulty I did here. Alright. I'm still a little bit disappointed that I couldn't make Lilligant Hisui work, because Chestnut is just like the tanky version of it. That's why I immediately jumped to Chestnut after I realized that Lilligant wasn't the thing. But I have like really cool mons. Satofini, probably my best mon in the box. Cinder Ace, really good. At least top 10 to 15. Shark in the same range, I think. Protect with level 100 really puts it up on another level. Garchomp, really versatile, probably top 5 to top 3 mon. Gengar, honestly a little bit disappointing, but it was really needed for rival doubles. He gave me the damage I needed. And the essential starter, as you all wrote earlier in the chat. Let's fucking go. Alright. So, let me yap also only like for a few more minutes about Pokemon Null. I played Pokemon Null with the expectation that I would get presented another version of Run and Bun, which in hindsight was a little bit naive for me, but also maybe not completely fair to the game. Why do I say that? It has really, really many qualities where 1-in-1 and Null are comparable for the very least in terms of like who is the audience group for this. You have to be a very, very certain Nuzlocke type to even attempt this game. Sometimes I feel like in this game there are a lot of, I would say, niche moves or like gimmicky moves. And normally in 1-in-1 you can counter these moves by like presenting kills, presenting fast kills, etc, etc. And this doesn't really work here, which makes it really difficult, really awkward, and it gave, for me at least, some weird difficulty spikes around the mid-game, where I have had the feeling that fast kills get rewarded a little bit too much. Bear in mind, I say that with picking the starter who doesn't have the ability to fast kill. I'm fully aware of that. This could very realistically be a starter diff. It got better afterwards. I think overall, patch 1.2, I initially wasn't the biggest fan of it. Now I'm looking forward to it. I think that it deserves also like its spotlight. I'm curious what other runners will do in 1.2 because it is significantly harder. And I'm probably going to jump into 1.2 also in this game, probably in the new game plus mode, because I just want to use other mods. And there's like no reason not to do it. You know, there's like no Hall of Fame sheet or whatever, so I can pretty much do whatever I want. And I look forward to it, and maybe we as a community can also gather more AI knowledge, so maybe it doesn't seem as insane as it looks to me as a 1.0 runner when I look at the 1.2 changes right now. So this could very well be a skill issue from my part. Overall, we should not forget though that this is done by one single guy. And this guy put in lots of work, lots of hours into it, and even after the release, put out bug fixes, changes, even though maybe not all of us would agree on these changes, we have to respect Terra really put into this work, into this game. I really appreciate it. This is like a so big net positive for this Nuzlocke community. I'm so happy that we have someone like Terra in this community to provide us with games like this. So I really want to thank you for thank Terra for that. I also want to shout out that there's a possibility, if you are also in a position where I think Terra has like a Patreon or a Ko-fi, where you can put a little gift for him, because I got content from this game for 2.5 months, and let's be real, in this economy, if I would buy a game with that much value from the AAA studios, how much would I pay? That's a little bit much. So if you want to support Terra, I think this game really deserves it, and I'm looking forward to what other people will do in this game. Alright, can we have the Dragon Knight layout for the credits? I mean, yeah, it looked comfy, right? Hold on. Here. So shiny. The artists are linked in the description, by the way. I do not make these by myself. I'm unfortunately not talented in any art. Except for the dark arts of Nuzlocking, I guess. But yeah, here you can see it, I guess. We can make a small... Oh, hi. Oh wow, he even changed the text here. Yeah, I had a very intense battle. Yeah, he had bullshit mons. When you have the opportunity, bro, you are absent for all of this game. Come on, best father in the world. Holy shit. Okay. Is this like the normal? Okay. Obviously, it was the best color. So, okay, let's go into the PC. Give a little bit of a breakdown. All of these Mon died as heroes. These are like the fallen E4 soldiers. The art of emote usage. Yeah, I guess you can give that one to me. You're right, Danish. Shout out parents. Yeah. Definitely shout out parents. You should also call your parents, probably. What do we have here? We have like the fallen soldiers. I had like I think 10 deaths up until Victory Road split. So up until here. These were like the mons which died. I don't recall every single death of them. This was Glacier 1, which was expected. This was Paraffin double in Verdant Turf Grotto. Also somewhere in Verdant Turf Grotto, I think. Polar Prism. Oh, this was Courtney 2. Also with Centiscorch. I had need it as a sec. Weirdier was for. This was a mistake. This was the Quick Claw Horn Drill Seeking on Mount Pyre. Yep. And I didn't realize Aboliva can just kill this fucker. My bad. Drampa was a sec for Teen Elgin. This was a sec where I fucked up in Space Center on the ground. Erratic Weather, I think. Also Erratic Weather. I think these two. It's been a while. Oh god, then I had this, like, I have to say this, the last part of this game, the Victory Road split is no joke. Like, I lost 20 months in it, and I didn't lose it because I wanted to. Like, maybe I was a little bit complacent, but the fights were really that hard. So, maybe small story time. There's a rocket assault, I'd say, where you have to fight 6 versus 18, which is absolutely nuts. The problem is I didn't have a hyper carry, like one mon which can kill multiple mons or threaten like fast kills down in line. So I was like, well, okay, I have access to Lucario, I have Lucario Mega, which already put in work in Juan Gym. It was a good opportunity to put scales into this guy. Let's put like the first scales into them. It also was like a likely 4 member. Well, it died. Fucking died. I put in like the upper hand scale, I put like the, I think like 2 IVs or some shit like that to fix, and it fucking died. Wasn't the best. Also, what Jellicent, which was likely to die. In retrospect, it was a little bit foolish of me to get rid of a Taunt TM, because Taunt would have probably gave me a little bit more wiggle room in D4. And Azumarill died. Azumarill was a good mon, but it's, as soon as I got Feeny, I didn't really see any usage for Azu just because it was like a better version of it, you know. Still, you should, I think, probably route into this guy. Eldegoss was surprisingly bad. Terra changed the game in a way where the first level cap is 38, therefore weaker mons lost a lot of value, which usually can stat check earlier splits in traditional designed games. Eldegoss is a victim of this. And I threatened, I threatened to sack Eldegoss multiple times, where it was like, well, basically Eldegoss wins or Eldegoss dies, but it put out so many speed debuffs that anything else can clean up. But Eldegoss was really a victim of it. Eldegoss is not a particularly great mon. Maybe I wasn't really that great of using it. Think about it as had Chestnut, so I had like the defensive grass already covered. That was like my evaluation of this mon. Talonflame, I think this was minus attack, and this was really noticeable, like extremely hard to use, didn't even bother sacking this one. I kind of minded Miss Magia's sacking because it would have been really, really useful for VR. With Explosion Mons and Helping Hands as a ghost type. But I lost it on the way to Glacier, I think. And like these all other mons are on the... Yeah, also like these 2 mons were victims of Route 123, and these mons were all strategic sacks on VR where I know I could get away with it. Shout out to Mantine, by the way. If this guy gets worse without the scale, this mon I would consider broken. Or like, very, very powerful, if you know what you're doing. At least on patch 1.0. Somehow it survived an encounter with Arceus Ground, and Mantine just won. So, really, really good mon. Other special shout-outs, Glimmower enabled my Flannery Sweep, Ferrothorn is really, really good, very, really good anti-hex mon, probably top 5 mon. Umbreon, not really as good as I would hope. Milotic, also really, really niche. Yeah, to all people who wanna design games and wanna think out of the box. if you think you give a mon with 150 special defense, recover, protect, and poison heal, you're in for a bad time. Because this was probably my most infamous mon, and I didn't, as you can see, I didn't need much for it to completely dismantle, especially the hideouts. The hideouts were extreme victims of Gudra just sitting on them. If you watch like my HC 2 or Maxi 2 VODs, these are like VODs with like, I think up to 30 minutes of fight length. And Gudra was in it, let's put it like that. Maybe I really liked the idea, and I was shocked that people were glazing Hisui Gudra up to the moon and didn't even look at Gudra. I'm not claiming that normal Gudra is better than Hisui Gudra. I'm claiming that you all were sleeping on this one. Hard. Because this one should not exist in this form. Lilligant was really nice. I got Victini, was nice, got a few moments in Victory Road. This was an insult, and I hate Terra with pure passion, because what did I do to deserve this piece of shit? Was not really great. It was a late game pickup, was fine. I got Arboliva in Lily Cove, and holy shit, this mon is really, really good, and it solves really problematic mons, for example, Basque Legions in Rain. It deserves its nerf. It shouldn't get priority Giga Drains at this stage. It's a little bit too much, maybe. Kilometer was good. Also was poor mod. This was my early game carry. Shell Armor, Escaf, solved a lot in the Ice Cave afterwards. I can basically throw it in like many matchups in the early game. It was pretty good. Metagross was really good. I got it in Sky Pillar, which immediately had an impact. I was using it in its mega form. It was really nice. Walking Wake had like only 2 or 3 moments, but these moments were critical. For example, the Archie and Maxi fight in Victory Road, where you can one-shot Maxi's Primal Groudon in harsh sunlight, because for some reason the move Steam Eruption, Hydro Steam, this move gets boosted in sun. Also in erratic sun, or like powered up sun. So it made a really easy fight there. West was fine. I got Aggron too late to have a really real opinion. Scissor or Cypher was good. Scissor was not as good as I hoped, because it got a little bit outshadowed by Escavalier. Probably I look a little bit more into defensive matchups than offensive. This is like a playstyle diff. I think many people would prefer Scissor instead of Escav. Grimstar was fine, had like few tech moments. Rotom was something I picked up in Mount Pyre, which I was really happy I got it, but I didn't use it as much as I'd hoped. I really thought that slow Volt Switch would be a little bit more impactful, but it wasn't. Maybe I just had like the other different ones. Tyranitar is a candidate for top 3 or 5, probably top 5 mon. It solved so much in the hideout sections, Mount Pyre, it gets an early mega. This one mon is really, really good. This Mega Stone got delayed in patch 1.2 to Sky Pillar, and I see why. This is a little bit too good for the player to get that early. Altaria, shout out to Sarah. I tried to make Sarah proud, because this is her favorite mon, and all you need sometimes is Fire Spin and Roost, and it shits on every weather setter in Flannery Split. This is really, really cool. It solved a lot of fights with defensive playstyle, which was really great. Blood Moon Ursaluna, probably the normal one would have been better. This one was probably good to very good, top 15 mon at least. It did like had like very, very cool matchups where Blood Moon just straight up killed. Zoroark I was a little bit scared to use, because I know that like on turn 1 it was looking at the disguised mon, but I never had confirmation that it's always 100% that case. So I was really scared of using that one. If fully IDOC is released, this mon will probably get its moment. However, Sucker Punch mons are always good, let's be real. And then we have like a little bit mons where I don't really leveled them up or didn't consider for the E4. Gigalith, I was so happy that I got it because it had Boom. And I can boom something in VR Split. For me to realize I never boomed, and I still have my 2 cast-ups, so oopsie. Electivire was really good, allows some cheese because of Motor Drive. Solid mon, good mon. Nidoqueen, IV dependent, a little bit worse for me. I think with beneficial nature would have been a little bit better. More IVs, it would be a little bit better. Pyro was good. Unnerf, killing Ochre Berries were really good. Frostmoth is really good as a defensive staple because of the special defense and Defogger. Walrein was not good, catching Mon mainly. Yanmega, I got it too late. Komo-o, I think I got it on Mon Chimney. Soundproof is its only redeeming quality, but it never solved the problem where Komo-o was the only answer. Really disappointed with this Mon. Silvally is nice. I learned a lot with this Mon. And you should probably hold off with your memories you can get in this game. I got like the dark memory, I think pretty late for T and Eldrim. It was definitely worth it. So because of Tailwind Tech. So it's mainly a support Mon, just because of the stats. This is the Mon where I think I never changed its moveset as soon as I got it. Because this was quite solid. I didn't need an offensive Sucker Puncher, I needed a tech guy. Hunter Liepard was a tech guy. There's like, for example, a Deoxys Speed in late game with a Sash, and this guy completely dismantles this guy. Like, it has very few key matchups, but in these key matchups, it really shines. So extreme niche, but solid Mon. Torkoal, solid Mon, was a little bit iffy to use because of its IVs. But like overall, the enemy monster did a little bit too much damage. I think the IVs was not that bad, yeah. Solid piece. Mandibus kinda outshadowed Umbreon at some point. Berserker with battle armor was fine, nothing too crazy, I guess. Slow U-turn was too late for this Mon to be usable in late game. Dracosaur solved a lot of issues for me. The fact that it gets Bolt Beak, I swept multiple Winona trainers just with Tailwind setup beforehand on a PP stalled Mon into Bolt Beak sweep. And this Mon with his Scarf also kills Kyogre or Sharpedo on RG2. So really good, really good Mon. I wasn't happy initially when I got it, but it was solid. Durant, got it a little bit late in Seafloor Cavern. It's fine. I think it's like a worse version because at this point you have access to Mega Scissor. So a little bit hard to get like the roll when I have a box with Escavalier and Scissor. Credilli, I don't know how the fuck you survived, buddy, but you did. He also 1v1'd Miraidon on Mount Pyre. This was like the most anticlimactic boss fight of all time. Pidgeot, absolute fucking garbage. I also didn't delay Hurricane though, so maybe I delayed, maybe it was usable if I delayed Hurricane and I got it in Norman Split. But I didn't because it was A1, I didn't know what the fuck to delay. And it was extremely hard to use. Corviknight, got it way too late. Barely survived. Did a misplay and should have taught Ironhead, obviously. This is it. A tutor move. And for some reason, I don't know how this Corsola survived Gods and an exploding Snorlax. If you haven't seen my Victory Road fight against Spencer, this guy endured 4 times in a row in front of an Arceus Grass, Ogerpon, Mega Venusaur, and on the last fight it survived, on the last back-to-back it survived Snorlax Booming on it because it's Bright Powder activated. I don't know how the fuck this one survived. This was kind of crucial for the runners up to Huan Gym. I didn't mind getting this Mon because you get it at a low level and you get Endure. And there is a double battle with random leads in Huan Gym. And this is the perfect guy. Because you set up a Sweeper on the left, Corsola on the right, you endure it once, put a Combat Cloak for example on it, or like a Lumberry, whatever. And you try to endure as much as you can, or maybe you can get like fast kills and can switch it out. And even if it dies, it's a fucking Corsola, who the fuck cares? So it was surprisingly useful, the fact that I got it in Pacific Lockdown. Yes, you should all delay for 107 Johto Corsola, definitely. This is the message I wanted to bring out. Alright. I yapped a lot. I feel tired. I feel like it's 40 degrees in here. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for enduring my yapping. I know I yapped a lot. I hope you saw a little bit of cool lines here and there. I hope you give Pokemon Null a try, if you haven't already. The AI doc should be released in, I think, like the next 2 or 3 months. If some people are waiting for that, I can totally understand. Don't forget this game. I think everyone who, at the very least, cleared Runneman should give this ROM hack a try. And even if it doesn't work for you and it's not the ROM hack you want to play, at least you give it a fair chance, you know. And Terra put in a lot of work in here. I think he invented some really, really cool fights. The fight design on some of these fights are sick. The fact that early game was completely revamped is sick. We get so many mons to play, and they feel, I think, especially in 1.2, this is like a diagnosis from the far, but I think they feel fair and balanced with some exceptions. I think like some mons who were already bad got a little bit too much gutted. I hope that this will get fixed again. And Terra gave like hints that he wanted to maybe rebalance some of the already weaker mons. I think this is like a good game to try. And yeah, I'm really, really happy that I got this W in my back right now. I yapped a lot. I'm tired. Thank you very much for watching. And if you want to do me one more favor, I don't know if Emmy is live right now. I see her writing right now. Normally she streams on Sunday. But if you see some special emotes with a Jigglypuff, a Beware, a Stuffle, and you ask yourself, why does Rydia use all these cool emotes, and where did Rydia get these cool emotes from? You can check out Last Emmy, or also all the other folks in my from my friends sphere, I guess. So many cool Nuzlockers to follow, guys, and yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about now. There's so many cool people out there though, and shoutouts to all of you. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye.